Dear students, in this video you are going to learn about heat lesson. In this lesson you are going to learn the specific heat of a solid concept. So to know this concept we have to recapitulate the points which we studied in our earlier classes. As we learnt in our earlier classes, we know that heat is a form of energy and degree of hotness or coldness of a body is called temperature. And when coming to specific heat, here is let's take 1 gram mass of a substance. Let's take 1 gram mass of a substance and we want to increase its temperature to 1 degree centigrade rise. So to increase its temperature by 1 degree centigrade rise in its temperature, we have to give some heat energy. And that heat energy is called specific heat. So specific heat means the amount of heat energy for 1 gram mass of a substance to increase its temperature to 1 degree centigrade is called specific heat. Let's find the specific heat of a solid. To find the specific heat of a solid, take one calorimeter and measure the mass of the calorimeter. Let it be m1. That means mass of the calorimeter is m1, and we have to write these terms as a box. Mass of the calorimeter is m1, and let's measure the temperature of the calorimeter. As it is at room temperature, the room temperature is T1 degrees centigrade, and fill the calorimeter, 1/3 of the calorimeter with water. Fill 1/3 of the calorimeter with water. Let's measure the whole apparatus, that is calorimeter plus water. So let's measure the mass of the calorimeter plus water and let it be m2. That means calorimeter plus water mass is m2. So how can we measure the mass of the water? Mass of the calorimeter is m1 and mass of the calorimeter plus water is m2. Thus we can find the mass of the water by subtracting m2 with m1, that is m2 minus m1. So when coming to water, mass of the water is m2 minus m1. Why? Because the only mass of calorimeter is m1 and when it is filled with water it is m2. So mass of the water is m2 minus m1, that is m2 minus m1. And this is also the water is also at room temperature, so the temperature of the water is T1 degrees centigrade. And take one bolt or lead shot and measure the temperature. So let's T2 is the temperature of the bolt or lead shot, and take care that this T2 is greater than T1. So take the lead shot or bolt and insert the bolt in the water present in the calorimeter. So what happens, as the temperature of the bolt T2 is more than the temperature of water and calorimeter, the heat is lost by the bolt and the same heat is gained by water and calorimeter. So when coming to the details of the bolt, let's find the mass of the bolt. How can we find the mass of the bolt? Let's measure the mass of the whole apparatus, that is calorimeter and water and bolt. Calorimeter plus water plus bolt. Let's the mass of calorimeter plus water plus bolt is m3. Then how can we measure the mass of the bolt? Mass of calorimeter plus water is m2 and mass of calorimeter plus water plus bolt is m3. Thus we can find the mass of the bolt is m3 minus m2. That means mass of the bolt is m3 minus m2. and temperature of the bolt is T2 degrees centigrade. T2 degrees centigrade. So what happens? The heat is lost by the bolt and the same heat is gained by the water and calorimeter. So these two attains to a equilibrium, to the equilibrium temperature. So equilibrium temperature is equilibrium temperature. So let's T3 is the equilibrium temperature. Calorimeter attains the temperature of equilibrium, and water is also attains the temperature of equilibrium, that is T3 degrees centigrade, and bowls also attains the temperature of equilibrium, that is T3 degrees centigrade. So as T2 is more than T1, the heat is lost by the bolt and the same heat is gained by water and calorimeter. Thus T2 is more than T1, so T2 losses temperature or heat to form the equilibrium. So T2 losses temperature, that means T2 is more when compared to T3, and the same heat is gained by water, that is initial temperature of water is T1 degrees centigrade and it gains the temperature, that means T1 is less and T3 is more. And same process is considered for calorimeter. So calorimeter is first at T1 degrees centigrade, it gains the temperature from the bolt to attain the equilibrium temperature. So T1 is less and T3 is more. So change in temperature is change in temperature, that is delta T. As T3 is more when compared to T1, change in temperature is T3 minus T1, and T3 is more when compared to T1, here change in temperature is T3 minus T1, and T2 is more when compared to T3, so here change in temperature is T2 minus T3. According to principle of method of mixtures, net heat lost by the hot bodies is equal to net heat gained by the cold bodies. So net heat lost by the bolt is equal to heat gained by calorimeter, plus heat gained by water, and we have the formula, that is amount of heat gained or lost is Q is equal to ms into delta T, where m is the mass of the body and s is the specific heat of the body and delta T is the change in temperature. And when coming to net heat lost by the bolt, we are using the formula Q is equal to ms into delta T, and here m is the mass of the bolt and s is the specific heat of bolt and delta T is the change in temperature of bolt. That is in this column this is mass of the bolt and specific heat of the bolt is, we have to measure this quantity, that is specific heat of bolt. And when coming to change in temperature of the bolt is T2 minus T3. So m means mass of the bolt, m3 minus m2, s means specific heat of bolt, sb, and delta T means change in temperature of the bolt, that is T2 minus T3, is equal to heat gained by calorimeter, that means m means mass of the calorimeter, m1, s means specific heat of the calorimeter, that means sc, and change in temperature of the calorimeter, T3 minus T1, plus heat gained by water, that is m is the mass of the water and s is the specific heat of water and delta T is the change in temperature of water. M means mass of the water, m2 minus m1 into s means specific heat of water and delta T means change in temperature of the water, T3 minus T1 is equal to, here the term T3 minus T1, Here also we have the term T3 minus T1. Here also we have the term T3 minus T1. So common T3 minus T1 M1 SC plus M2 minus M1 into SW. So we have the equation, and we have to find the SB, that is specific heat of bolt, is equal T3 minus T1 into M1 SC plus M2 minus M1 into SW divided by M3 minus M2 into T2 minus T3. This is the required equation for specific heat of solid. So what we have studied in this class is specific heat of a solid. So to find the specific heat of a solid, we have to consider one calorimeter along with stirrer, and let's find the mass of the calorimeter, that is M1, mass of the calorimeter, and note the values in the particular tabular form to know the simplest way. So mass of the calorimeter is M1, and let's find the initial temperature of the calorimeter, and that is T1 degrees centigrade. And take 1/3 of the calorimeter, fill the 1/3 of the calorimeter with water, and measure the whole mass, that is calorimeter plus water, and let's mass of calorimeter plus water is M2. How can we find the mass of the water? Mass of the calorimeter only M1, and when it is filled with water, this is M2. So mass of the water can be find M2 minus M1, that is M2 minus M1, and this is also at room temperature. So initial temperature of water is T1 degrees centigrade. And let's take bolt or lead shot, and the temperature of bolt or lead shot is T2 degrees centigrade, and take care that this T2 is greater than T1. So this T2 is greater than T1 for our convenience, and so the temperature of bolt is T2 degrees centigrade. And how can we measure the mass of bolt? So measure all the apparatus, and let it be M3, that means calorimeter plus water plus bolt is M3. And how can we measure the mass of only bolt? The mass of calorimeter plus water is M2, and mass of calorimeter plus water plus bolt is M3. So we have the mass of bolt, that is M3 minus M2. Mass of the bolt is M3 minus M2. So take the bolt in the water, and according to principle of method of mixtures, the heat is lost by the bolt, and the same heat is gained by water and calorimeter. So this process, heat lost and heat gained process continues until they attain equilibrium temperature, that is T3 degrees centigrade both. And so change in temperature for calorimeter is T3 minus T1, and change in temperature for water is T3 minus T1, and change in temperature for bolt is T2 minus T3. Why? Because as T2 is more when compared to T1, T2 loses temperature to attain the equilibrium temperature. So T2 is more and T3 is less, and as T1 is less when compared to T2, it gains temperature to attain the final temperature. So T1 is less and T3 is more. In the same process for calorimeter is less temperature when compared to bolt, so it gains the temperature to attain the equilibrium temperature. So T1 is less when compared to T3. So we have the principle of method of mixtures, that is net heat lost by the bolt, net heat lost by the bodies is equal to net heat gained by the bodies. So in this case, net heat lost by the bolt is equal to heat gained by calorimeter plus heat gained by water. So heat gained by bolt is equal to M3 minus M2 into SB into T2 minus T3. Why? Because Q is equal to ms into delta T. M is the mass of the bolt, S is the specific heat of bolt, and delta T is change in temperature. So is equal to heat gained by calorimeter M means mass of the calorimeter M1, and specific heat of calorimeter SC, and change in temperature is T3 minus T1. And heat gained by water, when coming to heat gained by water, mass of the water is M2 minus M1, and specific heat of water SW, and change in temperature is T3 minus T1. This term contains T3 minus T1, and this term also contains T3 minus T1, so common the term T3 minus T1 in both the cases. Then we get T3 minus T1 into M1 SC plus M2 minus M1 into SW. So what we are finding specific heat of bolt. So specific heat of bolt is equal T3 minus T1 into M1 SC plus M2 minus M1 into SW divided by M3 minus M2 into T2 minus T3. Thus we can find the specific heat of a solid.